I'm watching Karma for the very first time, I swear. This is it, here we go.
You guys, Abby Lee Miller has reacted to JoJo's latest song, or let's just say Jojo Siwa's adult era. Here, take a look.
Jojo! Have you learned nothing?
Oops, sorry, not that, but this.
See, special little thing that you have may or may not work. It'll work. There you go!
Where are your
costumes, backing up a brat!
Oh, not that either. Where is it? Where is that video of Abby praising JoJo? All right, here we go.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Beautiful. Ooh. It's so fast. There she is. Oh my God, that costume. Think of the rhinestones that are on that. Oop, who's this chick in the red? Oh, the white party. I know, I should be on that boat. Too hard to get the wheelchair on the boat.
Crazy how JoJo moved from her bright clothes and hair bows to this edgier, dark look.
Oh, she's like the Loch Ness Monster coming out of the ocean.
After watching the whole thing, Abby finally said,
Snake!
She's not a snake! You're a snake
No.
and a snake! You do these things to these kids!
She is talented.
Yes,
and
she is!
should
Nobody's
relish
denying it!
Because in 5 years, she might not be talented anymore. Look at her.
no, not that.
I thought it was absolutely amazing. I'm gonna watch it over and over and over again.
This is one of those rare occasions where Abby Miller had only positive comments.
Everyone is making such a big deal about her rebranding and rebranding and rebranding. JoJo is doing incredible dancing with a lot of paint on her face. It used to be stars and rainbows and pink and lavender and turquoise, and now it's black. It's still paint on her face, and it's still her doing incredible dancing. All right, so I don't know if it's so much as a rebranding or just maturing, getting older, wanting to show another side of her. And this song is about, I guess, somebody hooked up with somebody else, and it's gonna come back to haunt you. And we all know that to be true.
I cannot believe that we get to witness Abby saying really nice stuff about someone. Like, this is a huge moment in history, guys, because we all know the real Abby Lee Miller.
She deserves nothing. Don't have an attitude that you are entitled in this world. You are not. You deserve nothing else.
And now we have this.
Loved it all. I think she looked most beautiful when she was down in the water. JoJo's a really pretty girl.
And about the dance, Abby said,
Yeah, the guys dancing is great. Richie did an amazing job.
which version of Abby is this? Did she just say the choreography is amazing? Y'all know Abby doesn't just use words like amazing so carelessly. She might have only used it twice in her lifetime. Actually, this is so strange.
The side aerial coming into center was great, as well as the girl in the red that did that. I don't know what that was. I'll have to figure that out. I thought the guys dancing was really masculine and strong. I thought the girls, the sexy movement, the undulating, I thought it was all right. I know that it was choreographed. Every step of it was choreographed. Every, like, close face up, the tongue thing, all choreographed.
However, people were not buying this nice version of Abby, and they were not afraid to let her know. Did Abby go to therapy or something? This too calm. Thou shall not lie, Abby. That's not the reaction I expected. I actually thought Abby was gonna say, JoJo, have you learned nothing? I just know she is being this kind because she is the only girl from Dance Moms that stayed with her. Let's be honest, guys, that last comment is very true. Back at Dance Moms, Abby used to be super mean to JoJo JoJo, and this change of heart that she had over the years is just because JoJo has been sticking it out for her when the rest of the girls don't want anything to do with her. All right, Abby aside, can we talk about this controversial rebrand that JoJo is shoving down our throats, forced by fire? So y'all already know that JoJo is in this new era where she's no longer that little girl we all grew to love. JoJo is stepping into adulthood, and she's doing so with a bang loud enough that she has all eyes on her. Well, let's just say that JoJo has pulled a total 180 on us, and it's got tongues wagging faster than a puppy chasing its tail. Jojo Siwa, the queen of all things colorful and bubbly, seems to have intentionally stirred up some drama. And guess what? It totally worked. You know how they say any publicity is good publicity? Well, JoJo took that saying and ran with it, like she was running for the ice cream truck on a hot summer day. Whether you're digging JoJo's new vibe or not, one thing's for sure, she wanted us all to talk about her, and boy did she succeed. It's like she waved a magic wand and suddenly everyone's eyes are glued to her. Now, some people are out here saying that JoJo is starting to seem a bit out of touch, like she's lost her relatability. But hey, even if she's got us scratching our heads, she's still got us talking, right? And that's exactly what she wanted. And it's not just her new song that's got everyone buzzing. JoJo's gone all in with this whole rebranding thing. I'm talking about her clothes, her words, heck, even her dance moves have gotten a makeover. Guys, we have a whole new JoJo, and we're all along for a wild ride. TikTok dance challenges are already in, and people are having a field day with this song, literally busting moves out like they're auditioning for a talent show. Some are doing it just for the laughs, but JoJo's loving every second of the attention. And get this, guys, JoJo didn't just wake up one day and decide to switch things up. Oh no, she has been planning this since forever. Well, maybe not forever, but believe it or not, she's been cooking up this scheme for 2 years, and now it's finally coming to a boil. Oh, but wait, there's more. You gotta see this clip I found. JoJo straight up said that whether we like it or not, her song is stuck in our heads now.
Like it or not? What's been in your head the last few days? I was a black girl.
Talk about bold. This is so JoJo. But here's where things get really juicy. Some people think that there's more to JoJo's plan than meets the eye. Like maybe her song isn't the best thing since sliced bread and she knows it. Maybe she dropped this track to get us all curious about what's coming next. And you know what happens when celebs do that? Their next songs are always really good. Like literally a hidden treasure that was just waiting to be discovered. So even if you're not feeling JoJo's current jam, you might find yourself hopping on the bandwagon when her next banger drops. Sneaky move, but it works all the time.
I think I'm on to your little game here. This whole song is hate bait. Like, there is nobody that can garner a massive amount of hate online like JoJo by playing this out of touch character. And so you come in, start comparing yourself to Miley Cyrus, and then put out a mediocre pop song that has absolutely no emotion, and just continue on wearing the same clothes, having a car with your face on it, and acting like an out of touch egomaniac reality star child. So I'm thinking this is all just a marketing tactic. You know exactly what you're doing, the kind of way it's going to be received. There's no way there's no one on your team not telling you how this is going to read to the public. And I feel like you're about to drop something actually good, so that people can be like, wait, what?
Just to confirm this theory, JoJo recently threw a listening party for some of her upcoming songs, and let me tell you, they were really good. Nothing compared to this viral disaster that she's been hyping, and TikTok went wild when snippets of those tunes made their way online. People absolutely loved it. Oh no, it's good. Okay, this should have been her single. This is it. Why didn't she release it first? No, for real, these leaks eat, not even gonna lie. Now we're talking. Looks like JoJo's got a trick or two up her sleeve after all. All this just goes to prove that JoJo intentionally baited people into hating her, and it worked. She recently confirmed this on Meghan Trainor's podcast, saying she's leaving it up to us, the public, to decide which song she drops next.
Whether people like it or not, they chose what my number 2 moment was gonna be.
That's sick.
They chose it. I
They
didn't
did
know.
this.
I had 4 that I was like 1, 2, 3, or 4 could come next.
Wow.
Let's be on standby. Let's watch how karma goes. Because if people were like, "Why is she still singing so poppy?" Then I'm gonna give you something that's even poppier.
Also, though, Shove it down their throat.
But here's the thing, while JoJo's got us all buzzing with her new tunes and dance moves, there's a challenge looming on the horizon. See, when she hits the road for tours, it's a whole different game. If she keeps putting out content that folks aren't vibing with, she might find herself performing to crickets. Let's just hope that her team's got a game plan to keep fans engaged. Speaking of challenges, JoJo's recent moves kind of J-Lo's current backlash. It's like J-Lo was surrounded by yes men who couldn't point it out to her that she wasn't being authentic, and we're crossing our fingers that JoJo knows what she's doing. Now, back to the podcast. JoJo came off as super confident about her viral dance moves. Sure, she admits that they're not the absolute best, but she managed to create something that everyone can recognize. That's some serious star power right there.
Then this step.
I
love it. I love it. We spent an hour in rehearsal trying to find it.
So hard.
Trying to find it. Is it the best dance move? Absolutely not. There's no such thing as the best dance move. But how am I sitting here with the three of you and I'm doing that and you know what I'm talking?
And let's not forget, if there's one thing JoJo's got in spades, it's confidence. Seriously, you could throw all the shade in the world at her, but she'll strut around like she's got the world on a string. Just in case you forgot, JoJo has always spoken her mind, even as a kid, so people shouldn't be shocked that adult JoJo is shaking tables.
I'm worried about you working in a professional environment. Will you speak louder than everyone in the room?
Yeah.
Right, and that's the problem. You're saying yes, that you want to do that, and then I just said that's the problem.
Now, people out there are saying JoJo's trying to channel her inner Miley Cyrus in her bad girl era, but you know what? I think her personality is more in line with J-Lo's. They both have this unapologetic confidence, like they're breathing flavored oxygen while the rest of us are stuck with the basics. Speaking of J-Lo, she's been hitting some rough patches lately. Her albums and movies aren't exactly setting the world on fire, and she's had to cancel a bunch of tours. It's like she's trying so hard to stay relevant, and people are starting to notice. And that's why people are drawing parallels between JoJo and J-Lo. They both have this knack for rubbing people the wrong way, but hey, JoJo is still young. She's got plenty of time to turn things around and look back on this era like, what a wild ride that was.
Whatever Jojo Siwa has is the exact same thing that J-Lo has. And I am not going to further explain that.
Now, let's talk about JoJo's song, Karma. JoJo revealed that it's been in the works for 2 whole years, but she held off because she thought the lyrics were too strong for her image back when she was 18. But come on, let's be real. This is Jojo Siwa we're talking about. Nobody would have batted an eyelash if she dropped it back then.
This song is special. Karma is special. This was 2 years ago, so I was 18 still. I was very afraid of the lyrics of Karma. I wasn't ready to say I was a bad girl. I wasn't ready to say I should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never effed around. Another late night, another crazy mood, and I didn't think twice what it would do to you. I didn't feel comfortable saying that yet. I didn't feel comfortable singing that yet. But I told her, I said, this song is special. I want it. It's never gonna be my first song. And I remember saying that, I was like, it's never gonna be my first song because it's too much. I was like, but yes, like I want it and it'll eventually see the light of day with me. And this is when I was planning on my music coming out in 2 months. Little did I know it was gonna be 2 years.
Like, people weren't buying this kind of vulnerable version of JoJo because, again, it's Jojo Siwa, guys. I can't tell if this is a publicity stunt or something. She's talking about her being a bad girl while sitting on Jojo Siwa's bed sheets and toys in the background. JoJo, there are Barbies behind you. I wasn't ready to say I was a bad girl. Girl, please. I'm tired. Is Special in the room with us? What is delusion? After round still has me cackling. All right, let's talk about the podcast for a minute. JoJo didn't shy away from addressing the online hate that she's been getting. She straight up acknowledged that people are confused about her new vibe. Some say that she's still just a kid because of all that glitter, while others think that she needs a wardrobe update. But you know what JoJo says to all that negativity? Grow up, just like her. She's not trying to be a different JoJo, she's just showing us her adult side.
Wish I could go through the phone and like have a sit down conversation with somebody and be like, let me explain why, Susie. It's when someone's like, you're still a kid, you rhinestone your ears. Me. Like, rhinestoning my ears does not make me a kid. That makes me like for wearing a pink and black and yellow necklace today. That makes you a kid. Like that's
what they say?
And right now, if
they're ghosts.
And so you need to ditch the crazy costumes. Like, have you ever met an Elton John?
Yeah, I know. I was like, but if we know JoJo, we know that this is who she is, and she
I'm not-
loves
that part.
your whole concerts, everything.
And I'm not here to give you a different human.
Yeah.
I'm here to give you an adult JoJo.
But that's not all, because JoJo dropped another bombshell on the podcast. She admitted to realizing just how young she is, especially compared to her friends. I mean, let me think about it. She's tight with Colleen Ballinger, who's 37, yet she's just 20. And their friendship goes way back. Colleen's sister, Rochelle, is also JoJo's bosom friend, and then she's been called out hanging out and defending James Charles. Remember, she's the one that is really super tight with 57-year-old Abby Lee Miller, so JoJo's close circle has always been just as controversial as about everything else in her life. Sometimes when JoJo talks, it feels like she's trying to keep up with her older pals, and it's just got us all scratching our heads.
I've just started to realize this. I look at my friends, because most of my friends, my like golden friends, are 30 and
I'm
older.
30.
That's like my like people who are like really know I can trust are that age. You know what I mean? But then I have like some like fun friends that are dancers and are just like, they're just my fun vibe, and they are 20, 23, 22, like 24. They're all in this age range, right? And I look at them and I'm like, they're stressing about things in their life, or they're stressing about their relationships or their problems or their career. And I'm like, you're such a baby. I was like, you're 23.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm 3 years younger than you.
Yeah.
Like, wow. It's just gotten put into perspective how young I am for me, because I feel like from the time I was 14 to 20, I was 30.
Now, when you hear this, you'd assume that JoJo wants to dial it down and behave like a normal 20-year-old, but nope. JoJo is not just dabbling in adult stuff. She's diving head first into it. She's out here talking about wanting to be a mom at 23, and get this, she already decided she wants to go the surrogacy route. JoJo is literally fast-forwarding through life at warp speed.
I think when I'm 23, I would give my egg into another person's belly with one of my good friends' sperm and let it bake, and then it would be she or he would be born when I'm around 24. You know what I mean? So I feel like that world. No, I really, that is like my number one priority.
And if you thought this was wild, wait till you hear this.
I even cook for myself now as if I was also cooking for my children. Like I love it. I want babies so bad.
JoJo's been practicing how to be a mom by cooking kid-friendly meals. I mean, where does she even find the time for all of this? Oh, right, she's 20, so she's got energy for days. In your 20s, you practically have 48 hours in a day. But then Megan dropped some truth bombs on JoJo. She told her that being in the right headspace is crucial before you even think about becoming a mom, and that therapy could be a good place to start. But get this, JoJo revealed she's never been to therapy, and she's not exactly jumping at the chance either. Apparently when she was 14, someone she knew had her private info leaked by a therapist, and since then she's not been willing to be in therapy. She doesn't even want to touch one with a 10-foot pole.
None of us will go to therapy, meaning me. No,
You won't go?
I won't go.
I love it.
I won't go.
Why? Oh,
honestly,
you're 20.
I'm young, yeah. But when I was 14, someone very close to me said, "Don't spill your guts to a stranger," because they were close to somebody that had spilled their guts to a stranger, and then their stranger spilled their guts for the world.
Okay, well, that's illegal.
Yeah, that's illegal.
It's illegal.
So you could sue.
But it's-
And I promise I won't ever happen to you.
Her preferred way of dealing with issues apparently is pushing them aside and focusing on what matters most. And that right there is proof that she's still really young. Otherwise, she would have known how unhealthy that is. Good thing there is plenty of time to change her mind.
I feel like I'm really good at shoving it down and focusing on the positive.
That's going to explode out.
Yeah.
Just what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking to the
You're young.
queens of that.
Yeah.
Going for something
Comes
that
out in-
exploded.
It comes out in alcoholism and drug
Yes.
addicts.
No,
It's
that'll
not
that
but
will
it'll
never
come out.
happen.
I know,
It's
but
like
something
It's like
else.
when you eat food, it's got to come out somehow. It's that. You keep
Can we
your
make it-
emotions
can we
in,
make a
it's
deal?
gonna come out.
I'm ready.
Before you become a parent, go to therapy.
I mean, there's always something with JoJo. Furthermore, guys, is it just me, or do y'all think JoJo has this thing where she has seasons where she's just all over the place, going viral and then dials it down before causing internet fire again? If I remember correctly, JoJo has pulled this move before, only that it wasn't about a song then. Seeing the internet throwing hate at JoJo was a wild concept at some point because she was the golden girl, the people's favorite influencer for years, as the internet found her to be super unproblematic and her content was child-friendly. At some point, she just kind of went off, and for the first time, people realized that JoJo wasn't the person she claimed to be on social media. Suddenly, JoJo was an attention seeker and a money-hungry influencer on the loose. First, it was the time she got between the once people's favorite couple, Avery and Soph, and then got mad when the two got back together.
Why are you mad? Why are you mad?
Because I got used
For what?
for views and for clout, and I got tricked into being told that I was loved, and I got played.
And that's how the hate train for JoJo started. It went from her being attacked for playing her ex-girlfriends to straight up getting canceled for being mean and insensitive, and the reason for that is because she pretended to be pregnant for a while. People became even more annoyed when they learned that she did all of this for money because at the time, Snapchat was rewarding people with a lot of money just for posting content on their platform. Creators started using clickbaits to trick people into watching their stories, and that's exactly what Jojo Siwa did. Jojo took this pregnancy thing way too far, and she even threw a gender reveal party and would also go to Target pretending to be shopping for newborn stuff and post all that on Snapchat. This really rubbed people the wrong way because it was literally a trigger to people who were trying but unable to have kids. JoJo might be rebranding, but the truth remains that she has a way of annoying people, and for some reason, we still go back. So there you have it, loves. JoJo Siwa's living life in the fast lane, and she's taking us all along for the ride. Lover or hater, you can't deny that she's got us all talking. Who knows what she'll do next? One thing's for sure with JoJo, there's never a dull moment. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.